Well, I've been a fan of Boston Celtics for, my whole life pretty much.
First Celtics team was back when I was like 7.
The Boston Celtics became legendary.
What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Jesse Almeida here on YouTube and on Beantown Takes. And normally I don't do this. Normally I give news on the Boston sports teams on a podcast or whatever. But this is so huge of news right now that I have to make this its own video. So today is July 1st and the Celtics made a couple moves today. But the biggest move that the Celtics made is on your screen right here, according to Adrian Wojnarowski. Woj bomb, a huge Woj bomb, and the Celtics got extremely better off of one move. The Indiana Pacers are trading Malcolm Brogdon to the Boston Celtics. Now, if you guys don't know who Malcolm Brogdon is, which if you're living under a rock, you definitely should know who Malcolm Brogdon is if you are an NBA type dude or whatever. But Malcolm Brogdon was a Rookie of the Year long time ago when he was on the Milwaukee Bucks. He was drafted by the Bucks and he was Rookie of the Year at one point. And to put it this way, he is a much better version of Derek White and Marcus Smart combined. And he gives you a little bit of height as well at the point guard position. We're not going to go based off of last year's stats. Even though he did play about 40 games, that's still pretty good for an injury year. But he has always been known for his playmaking, his defensive ability. He's only 29, turning 30 years old too. So, like, that's still something. So, he's right around the Marcus Smart's age. So, let's go based off of the 2020-2021 season, which he played pretty much a full season in that year. Averaged 21.2 points. I think these are, again, let me remind you, I believe all of these numbers are him based off as a starter. Right? Yeah, these are all numbers based off as a starter. But he is now immediately your sixth man off the bench, though. So maybe these numbers will still transcend because of him being your sixth man. So 21 points per game, about 6 assists per game, and about 4 rebounds a game. Again, we don't really care about that regardless. Like Derek White, he doesn't average many steal numbers or block numbers, but I will say with his game, he definitely shows a defensive presence out there at the point guard position because he's got some height towards him at the point guard spot. He's 6'5", and obviously, as you can see, he's a pretty good shooter. 39% from three-point range, 45% from the field. An all-around fantastic player. I would say he's one of the more underrated players in this game, and you did not have to give up much to get this player too. And what you gave up for him, you pretty much gave up peanuts for him. You gave up Daniel Tice, who, I mean, you was okay at the backup center, but I really think you could find better backup centers than Daniel Tice right now in free agency. I heard they were rumored on Thomas Bryant. He'd be a great replacement for Daniel Tice as a backup center. Aaron Nesmith, who, by the way, was not playing well the last couple of years. He was supposed to be our lights-out shooter off the bench. He was just never that. So you're okay giving up him because towards the end of the year, he really didn't get many minutes anyways. The Celtics are also including Nick Stauskas, Malik Fitz, and Juan Morgan in the trade as well. And you're giving up your next year first-round pick as well. So you didn't even use your trade player exception yet. You didn't even... I didn't mean to hit that. You didn't even use your trade player exception yet in this deal either. So I got friends going ballistic right now on my thing. Such a great deal for Boston. Give a round of applause to Danny Ainge for this one. The Celtics have been rumored in on a trade. I'm not going to say because that's going to be its own video itself. But it's including the Nets, but you're looking good. Celtics, you are better today than you were yesterday. You are much better today than you were yesterday. And the second move, and the reason why I say that, because the second move, I don't know if Woj tweeted it out, but the Celtics are getting also Danilo Gallinari from free agency. That is your mid-level exception that you are going to be using once he is bought out from the San Antonio Spurs. I can't find it anywhere. I definitely went past it if it was there. But anyways, Danilo Gallinari, here it is. Once the San Antonio Spurs finalize the expected release on Danilo Gallinari, his preference is to join the Boston Celtics upon clearing waivers. So today, you got Gallinari, who, let's look up Danilo Gallinari, because he himself is a lights-out shooter. He definitely flamed yo ass in games last year and the year before that. So, 2 huge scorers off the bench you just got today. 12 points per game. This is his stats coming off of the bench with the Atlanta Hawks. 25 minutes per game. He's a power forward. Let's see his height. He is... Wow, you don't give us his height? Whatever. I know he's about 6'9", 6'8", something like that. I know he's about that tall. Just thinking off the dome of my head, but Gallinari is a lights-out shooter. Is something that you really need. Last year, he was down a little bit from the three-point percentage, but normally he's around a 41% shooter. In 2018-19, which I don't think you are going to get that version of Gallinari, he was a 43% three-point shooter. So, I mean, you're going to have some three-point percentages off the bench. You're going to have some three-point shooting off the bench now. He stretches out the floor for you. You got, what did it say? 12 points per game last year off the bench. He gives you a little bit of rebounding too, like 4.7 rebounds right there. Not really much rebounding, but scoring off the bench, that was one of your biggest needs this offseason, and the Celtics are addressing that with 2 key movements. And let me remind you too, with the Malcolm Brogdon deal, I thought for sure if you were going to get Malcolm Brogdon, you were going to have to trade Derek White, because Malcolm Brogdon's game is similar to Derek White's game, if not better than Derek White. But they still kept Derek White. They still have Derek White on that team, and you could still make a move there if you really want to. Now Derek White is expandable. So I don't think the Celtics are done yet. I still think the Celtics have a couple of moves that they could do. Now, trading away Daniel Tice, they definitely need a backup center, which, again, you could find anywhere. So, that might be an easy fix. All you really need is size. A guy who can rebound. I really think that's all you need. I don't think you need a guy who can stretch the floor out. And that definitely says that Al Horford's coming back too, because the Celtics, I thought, would waive him, then maybe set a deal with him, whatever. But now this guarantees that Al Horford is coming back. So I don't know if you're going to have, maybe you have Gallinari. I don't know what the lineup's going to look like next year, but it's going to be crazy. The Celtics got so much better today. You're still number 2, number 1. If you're Miami, you have to get Kyrie or Durant. Yes, I said their name. They are on the trade block. I think you have to get, if you're Miami, you have to get one of the 2. You cannot stay pat if you're Miami. You're still better than the Sixers. And honestly, with getting Malcolm Brogdon and getting Gallinari for your bench, you're right there with Milwaukee, I feel like. Your defense, all around you got better today. All around you got much better. I'm excited for this move. Celtic fans, let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. What you think of this move and what you think the Celtics should do going forward after this. Seeing that I said his name now, the Celtics are rumored in to Kevin Durant. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. And I heard that the Celtics might be interested in some other pieces that the Brooklyn Nets have too, if they can't get Durant. So let's see what they do with that, because they still have all of their trade player exceptions. They did not use any of their trade player exceptions in the Malcolm Brogdon deal. That's huge. That is huge. Because now you can get another piece to add on to Brogdon and Gallinari. Two pieces that you already got that helped you improve your roster already. So, this is a huge move. This is such a W move from Brad Stevens, especially the fact that they did not have to use their trade player exception either. That just makes this move even more of a W. And the fact that they're going to keep on adding to this roster is going to be insane. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this little update for us praising the Celtics for making such good moves so far this offseason. And it's not done yet. Leave a like down below if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe right now if you guys are new. You guys know what to do. Go check out our website. Links in the description down below. There will be an overview of all the moves that the Celtics made this offseason. There will be an article on that coming out after, I would say, everybody settles in to their new spots or whatever. So, I can't wait for the upcoming season already with these two moves. Thank you guys for watching. It's been Jesse. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.